The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you tonight. We are in the big old gymnasium at Des Moines East High School as your Ottumwa Bulldogs get ready to take on their CIML Metro Conference rivals, the East Scarlets. And Jason Van Arkel with you. Annie Argo, our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew producing the radio broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. And as the Bulldog girls get ready to take on the Scarlets, it is a very different Des Moines East girls team than the one we became accustomed to over the past decade. OHS comes in at 2-6. They're 1-1 in the Metro Conference. The Scarlets, like all of the Des Moines schools, did not start playing until this month. East is 0-2, and they're both conference losses. OHS coming off a win last night at home versus Burlington, 56-29. Chloe Schneckloff, 15 points to lead the Dogs last night. Ann Guest had 11 points and 7 boards, and Guest is now averaging over 10 points a game on the season. And a lot of the numbers really encouraging for Ottumwa from last night's game. They shot well, 7 of 18 from three-point range. That's the best on the season. They shot 65% from the free throw line. That's an improvement. 56 points, a new season high for Ottumwa. They've set a season high each of their last 2 games now. Both of them wins. They're 2-6 after an 0-6 start. And the schedule from now through the next couple of weeks is pretty favorable. Des Moines East tonight has been struggling. Now, the Roosevelt trip on Friday will be tough, but the Bulldogs play Marshalltown next Tuesday at home, and they're at Des Moines Hoover next Friday, the 22nd. Then on Saturday, the 23rd, they'll play the same East team in Ottumwa. Monday, the 25th, the Bulldogs play a Washington team. That's a game they feel like they can win. And then you get to the 26th and at number 1 Waukee. So that's when it gets really tough. But there's a good stretch of winnable games for OHS right now, and for a team that's, short on experience and still learning. And, they've learned a lot already in the first 8 games, and now they've started to learn how to win, and they'll have chances to keep winning over the next couple of weeks. The Scarlets, as we mentioned, are 0-2. Last year, they were only 6-16, and that was the first year after their longtime great head coach Sam Powell stepped down. New head coach for them this year. They had a coach who only lasted 1 year last year. This year, his name is Matt Ellis, and he's got 40 years in coaching, but it's all been outside the state of Iowa. He is a member of the Wartburg College Athletics Hall of Fame, and he was class of 1981. Now, this East team lost its only 2 double-digit scores from last season. One of them graduated, the other one not playing basketball. And I am honestly not sure what to make of the East stats, specifically in terms of turnovers. I'm not sure how they're counting them, because if you look at the stats on the Varsity Bound website, East was credited, if you will, with 35 turnovers in their game against Des Moines Lincoln, which they lost 39-29, and both teams shot very poorly. But 35 is nothing compared to what East was given for turnovers in their game against Hoover last Friday. According to the stat sheet, East turned the ball over 50 times in 32 minutes against Des Moines Hoover. I don't know how accurate that is, but that is the stat on there. And regardless of how accurate it may or may not be, the Scarlets turned the ball over quite a bit, and Ottumwa will hope to take advantage of that tonight. Now, East does have a ton of rebounds. They average 55 rebounds a game, but again, they've played Lincoln and Hoover, and that's two games where both teams shot the ball very poorly, and there were rebound opportunities galore. In fact, if you look at that Lincoln stat sheet, apparently Lincoln took 75 shots in 32 minutes in that game. So that's a lot of quick shots, a lot of missed shots, and a lot of rebounds. So, and East may be a decent rebounding team. They have a little bit of size, but a lot of those rebounds come because they and their opponents have missed a lot of shots. The Bulldogs would prefer to make shots tonight and limit the East rebounding opportunities, of course. We mentioned East not shooting well. On the season, they're 22% in, again, just two games, but 22%, and they've only made 1 out of 14 three-point tries. They've also only made 40% of their free throws on the season. Now, last year when these two teams met their two games in the Metro Conference, Ottumwa swept East for the first time in forever. The Bulldogs won the game here 41-30, and then in the rematch down in Ottumwa, they won 71-40. Before last year, Ottumwa had gone 2-17 against East in the decade. The only two wins coming in 2012, the 2011-2012 season and the 2016-17 season, and those were the two seasons that Ottumwa shared the Metro Conference title with East. But East is not what they were. Ottumwa's not what they were last year, certainly, but the Bulldogs feeling good after back-to-back wins, hoping to make it 3 in a row tonight as they take on the Scarlets. Still plenty to come before the opening tip, about 10 minutes until we get to introductions. They have a little bit of an extra long warm-up tonight for some reason, so we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and continue with our pregame show. Bulldog basketball a Tuesday night at Des Moines East on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney.
We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, a Tuesday night on the road in the Metro Conference. Bulldogs at Des Moines East. Our girls game getting underway in just a few minutes as we continue with our pregame show. Time now to check tonight's starting lineups. First for Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg. The starting five he's used with much success the last couple of games. In the backcourt, 5'5" sophomore Olivia Coram, averaging 3.3 points per game. 5'7" senior Zoe Jones, averaging 2.5 points per contest. 5'8" senior Chloe Schneckloth, averaging 5.4 points per game. Up front, 5'10" junior Addison Ransom, 8.1 points per contest. And 5'11" senior Ann Guest, the team's leading scorer, 10.4 points per game. As for first-year East coach Matt Ellis, this is his lineup tonight, and it is a change from what they had in their previous game. There's one change anyway. In the backcourt, 5'3" junior Alexis Brown, averaging 9.5 points per game. 5'3" freshman Caitlin Roby, and she averages 4 points per game. The third guard is 5'5" junior Aaliyah Hoof. She's their leading scorer on the year with 11 points per game through 2 games. 5'8" junior Ashlyn Hudrick, averaging 2 points per game. And the fifth starter is 6' senior Portia Jones. She averages 2 points per contest, although she has only played in one of the 2 games for the Scarlets, but she will start tonight. Again, East 0-2, a 39-29 loss to Des Moines Lincoln, then a 61-34 loss at home to Des Moines Hoover. Bulldogs 2-6, having won their last 2 games in a row. A 51-32 decision on the road at Des Moines Lincoln, and a 56-29 win last night at home versus Burlington. Bulldogs, for the girls anyway, coming out of winter break, you had the 2 road games at North and at Lincoln last week. Home against Burlington last night, but on the road tonight here at East. Friday night at Roosevelt. Home versus Marshalltown next Tuesday. On the road at Des Moines Hoover on Friday the 22nd. Home versus Des Moines East, a makeup game Saturday the 23rd. Home versus Washington Monday the 25th. At Waukee on the 26th. And home versus North on the 29th. And when we get to the end of the month, only 3 games left in the regular season unless there's some rescheduling. Hopefully that won't happen. And all 3 of those will be at home for the Ottumwa girls. They'll face Des Moines Lincoln February 5th, Mount Pleasant February 8th, and Des Moines Roosevelt on February 12th. And then it will be regional time for the Dogs. Getting close to the start of our girls game tonight. Still about 3.5 minutes of warm-up time. So we'll take another 3-minute timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions, from the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member, you're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Bulldogs and Des Moines East tonight from the capital city of Des Moines. Jason Van Arkel with you tonight, getting ready to see the starting lineups introduced to the fans who are allowed in here tonight at East High. Ottumwa wearing the red road jerseys, white trim on the collar, white lettering Ottumwa on the front, white numbers trimmed in silver front and back, silver and white vertical striping on the sides of the red shorts. East has home white jerseys, black lettering Scarlets across the front, black numbers trimmed in red front and back, and white shorts with a kind of a, not squiggly, but kind of a pattern of thin black lines for trim down the sides of those white shorts. In the Des Moines Public Schools, at least the last I checked, still adhering to the policy of 2 fans allowed into the gym per player, even though the governor's office relaxed those restrictions somewhat to just say you had to observe social distancing. Des Moines Public Schools electing to keep that their policy where it is, as is their right. Each school district can have a stricter policy if they choose. So not a lot of fans here tonight, but still several Ottumwa fans have made their way down here tonight. And I have a feeling they'll get pretty loud for their Bulldogs. What they lack in number, they will make up for in noise. And they're behind me tonight. Our perch is just above the floor at East. We're in the seating that's above the floor. When we did just radio, we'd be courtside, but now we're on a platform for the cameras. We've got a pretty good view for tonight. We are just about ready for our national anthem. So we'll take a 90-second timeout and return with the opening tip. Bulldog basketball is next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines East tonight. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew producing the radio broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. Bulldog girls about to break their huddle. East already out of the huddle. The Scarlets starting Alexis Brown, Caitlin Roby, Ashlyn Hudrick, Aaliyah Hoof, and Portia Jones. Ottumwa and Guest, Olivia Corum, Zoe Jones, Chloe Schneckloth, Addison Ransom. Guest will jump it up. Tip controlled by the Bulldogs, and they move left to right as we look at it in the opening half. Corum into the front court, left corner for Schneckloth. East looks like they're in a zone. Ball goes up top for Zoe Jones. Into the high post for Ann Guest. Guest lob underneath for Addison Ransom. Turn around in the lane, and a foul, and Addison Ransom will shoot 2. Bulldogs an early trip to the free throw line. Ashlyn Hudrick called for the foul. First foul of the game, of course. It comes just 17 seconds in. Ransom's free throw good. Bulldogs take an early 1-0 lead. Addison on the season, 58%. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. One more free throw here for Ransom. It's up, and she knocked them both down. A good start for OHS. East will get it in the hands of Alexis Brown. Now across the timeline to Caitlin Roby. Roby double teamed up high, pass deflected. Roby got it back. She's still trapped in the corner. Lobs it up ahead, and it's run down by Brown down to the baseline. Kick it back out to Roby right wing. Dribble down to the corner. Hand it off to Aaliyah Hoof. And her shot from the right wing no good, and a rebound pulled down by Ransom. Zoe Jones will bring it into the front court for the Dogs. Throws it left side for Corum. Lob down to the block for Guest, and Portia Jones goes over the top and fouls her. 2 quick fouls in the early going on the Scarlets. And East wants a quick timeout here, so we'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Ottumwa a quick three up the inbounds, but it's no good out of the hand of Schneckloth. Rebound to East, and the Scarlets in the front court. They lob it underneath. Portia Jones catches it, nearly fell out of bounds, but saved it. They get it up top to Hoof, their leading scorer. Goes around a pick to the left side. Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone. Down to the baseline and back up top. Knocked away, and Zoe Jones has the steal. Racing down against Roby, right-handed layup, good. Zoe Jones with the steal in the coast-to-coast, and it's 4-0 Dogs. I told you, East turns the ball over a lot. They nearly throw it away again. It's rescued at midcourt by Hudrick, and they get it to Roby. Now underneath the Brown right side, put it up, and a travel is called. 6:31 to go opening quarter. Bulldogs 4, Scarlets nothing. Ottumwa with the ball. Coach Vandenberg gets his team's attention, calls out the play. Ball goes left side for Corum. Back up top, volleyball line to Schneckloff. Chloe to the right side. Finds Corum on the baseline. 3 on the way. A little too strong, and the rebound on the weak side to Hudrick. And Addison Ransom tried to take the ball back, ended up with the ball, but she's called for a foul. So Ransom with the first Bulldog foul of the game. Someone's got a 1-2-2 zone trap set up at midcourt. Brown throws it across the timeline to Hoof left side. The trap comes, dribbles back to midcourt. Now back to the left side, down towards the corner, now drives in, all the way to the rim, layup no good. Rebound tapped out and run down by Ann Guest. Up ahead to Schneckloff, doesn't have numbers, slows it up before midcourt. Chloe across the timeline, goes left side for Jones. Zoe looks underneath and said try to lob it up top. It was stolen by Alexis Brown, and then Addison Ransom got called for her second foul trying to get to the pass. So 2 early fouls on Ransom, and that will get Josie Lemons off the bench, the 5'7" senior. 5:46 opening quarter. Ottumwa 4, East nothing. Inbound to Aaliyah Hoof. Across the timeline, bounced it ahead to Roby. Roby got away with the travel. Tried to throw it underneath, knocked away from Jones. She got it back. She's double teamed on the block. Lobs it across to Brown. Threw it up, blocked by Schneckloff. Now a kick out to Hudrick underneath to Jones. Turn around in the lane, blocked by Guest, and a held ball is the call on the shot block. The arrow favors East, so the Scarlets keep it with 5:28 to go in the opening quarter. Hoof will throw the inbounds pass. Slaps the ball, bounces it underneath, knocked loose by Lemons. It's out of bounds, last touched by Ottumwa in the corner. And Hoof will inbound. It's on the sideline right down near the corner in front of the Ottumwa bench. Throws it on the wing to Hudrick. It's it back to Hoof, who brings it up top. Crossover dribble, step back, long 2-pointer. That's an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds. 5:15 opening quarter. Ottumwa 4, East nothing. Schneckloff will bring it across the timeline where Brown waits for her. Crosses over to the right side, lob it down to the block for Guest. Pivots, dribbles, lost it on the floor, picked up by Brown. Knocked loose by Jones, but Brown gets it back into the front court left side. Crosses over, across the free throw line. Jones knocked it away. Zoe Jones knocks it back into the other way. She's got it, takes it down, jump stop, double team, kick it out to Lemons. To the left side, Schneckloff. Zoe Jones with another steal there. Up top now to Guest. Lob into the lane, batted away by Jones. Bulldogs wanted a foul, didn't get it. Now Brown the other way. Schneckloff trying to pick her pocket from behind. Loose on the floor in the lane. A held ball on the arrow favors Ottumwa. 4:38 to go in a rather sloppy opening quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call today for an appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. Schneckloff across the timeline, takes it left, picked up the dribble, lob it right side for Jones. Shot fake and a drive all the way in. A lot of contact, no call, and the rebound to East. Huff will bring it across the timeline for the Scarlets. Throws it left corner for Hudrick, lob underneath to Jones. And Lemons trying to get a tie up. And they'll call Josie for a foul, her first. Team foul number 3. Substitution for East, a couple of them. Jessica Cole, a 5'9" freshman, comes in. And also Tabitha Hockmuth, a 5'4" freshman. So a couple of Frosh on the floor now for the Scarlets. 3 of them, actually, because Roby's a starter still in the game. Hoof to throw the inbounds pass. Lob tipped out of bounds by Olivia Corum. Corum getting in the passing lane, knocking it out of bounds in the corner. They're going to let them inbound it further in on the baseline than where it went out. I'm surprised. Hockmuth will throw the inbounds pass, goes to the baseline. Roby, a jumper on the way, no good. Schneckloth with a strong rebound and gets it out of a double team to Corum. Halfway through the opening quarter, Corum long pass in the front court for Jones. Takes it up, draws the foul, and Zoe Jones will shoot two. Jones getting behind the defense, and it was Jessica Cole, the freshman, coming back and committing the foul. Her first, team foul number 3. Jones at the line, 5 of 8 on this season. First free throw on the way, and good. 3 points for Jones, 5-0 Bulldogs. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Second free throw, a little too strong, and the rebound pulled in by Cole, but then she traveled with it, wasn't sure where to go with the ball, and East turns it over again. Schneckloth to inbound, but we'll get a substitution first. Isabel Mellon will check in for Zoe Jones. Now Chloe to throw the inbounds. Goes right wing for Mellon. Up top for Corum, left side for Schneckloth. Brings it back out up top and wasn't sure where to go with the ball and traveled before she could get rid of it. Ottumwa leading 5-0, but probably feels like they should be up by a little more. Hoof in the backcourt. Ottumwa looking for the trap when she crosses. Instead, a long pass to the left wing to Cole, and she shuffled the feet and traveled again. Well, East, I'm starting to see how East has so many turnovers here. They don't keep a pivot foot that's shuffling their feet constantly holding the ball. They've been called for traveling at least 2 or 3 times, and there's been at least 2 or 3 other times when they could have called it. Schneckloth, bounce it left wing for Mellon. Let's get past right side for Corum. In the corner for Schneckloth. Guest trying to post up underneath. They get it down to her. Pivots underneath. Shot blocked out of bounds. Ashlyn Hudrick with the rejection that time, and Ottumwa will inbound from the baseline. 3:15 opening quarter, leading 5-0. Corum to inbound. Lob up top for Mellon. Right wing Schneckloth. Brings it back up top to Corum. She'll try a three-pointer. Too strong off the iron. Guest tried to get the rebound, but it went to Hoof. Here come the Scarlets. Hoof top of the key, slows it down. Backs away to the volleyball line, picks up her dribble, bounce it left side for Hockmuth. Back to the right side. Ottumwa had a bad break there. They had the steal. Mellon was going to have a breakaway. A whistle came from behind, and they called 3 seconds against East. I think that whistle should have been swallowed there, as Ottumwa had already knocked the ball loose. The Bulldogs get the ball back, and now they want a timeout. 5-0 Ottumwa, 2:53 opening quarter, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main in Ottumwa, by the Train Depot. Offering an array of coffee beverages. They also serve breakfast, and they have homemade soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. You can like and follow Cole Palace Cafe and Books on Facebook. 5-0 Ottumwa, 2:50 to go first quarter. Olivia Corum in the front court, right side to Schneckloth. 3 on the way, right wing, off the glass, no good. Long rebound, run down all the way near midcourt on the left side by Lemons. So Ottumwa keeps possession. Schneckloth now with it up top. Dribbling between the circles, goes around a pick left side, gets it to Corum in the corner, baseline drive, feed it underneath to Lemons. Her shot blocked though, and the rebound to Hoof. Here come the Scarlets. Up ahead to Alexis Brown, left baseline, back to Hoof on the wing, a long 3 on the way, air ball, And out of bounds, back to Ottumwa. 2:17 to go opening quarter. Only one field goal in this game. That belongs to Zoe Jones for Ottumwa. The Bulldogs lead 5-0. Schneckloth across the timeline. Dribbles over to the right side. Gets around a defender in the lane. Runner, and she's fouled, and Schneckloth will shoot two. That one on Aaliyah Hoof, her first. Team foul number 4. Schneckloth at the line, hoping to improve on a 3 of 10 start to the season. Senior guard puts it up and left it short off the rib. Substitution for East. Elena Stemsrud, a 5'5" senior, checks in for Aaliyah Hoof. More free throw here for Schneckloth with 2:04 to go in the opening quarter. And a little too strong. Guest with the rebound, the putback good. And Guest just went right around the defender trying to box her out and converted. 7-0 Dogs, under 2 to go. Brown picked up a dribble up top, throws in the lane for Jones, and she ran over Guest, and that's a charge. And Guest stepped up and drew the charge on Portia Jones, and that'll be Jones's second foul. Team foul number 5. Schneckloth back the other way for Ottumwa. Brown waiting for her. Schneckloth gets around and a whistle. And they call an offensive foul, or no, they say Schneckloth stepped out of bounds on the sideline trying to get around Brown. They're really trying to pressure Schneckloth right after she crosses midcourt. Now Brown across midcourt for the Scarlets, goes around a pick left side. Guarded by Corum, trying to get down to the baseline, cut off, fed it underneath to Jones, lay it up, no, and a rebound to Mellon underneath in amongst the trees. Good rebound by Isabel Mellon. Corum into the front court for the Dogs. Left side to Mellon. And, oh, she got called for that high school travel that I'll continue to complain about until they stop calling it. Leah Hoof and Caitlin Roby back in for the Scarlets, replacing Hockmuth and Stemsrud. Inbounds to Hoof in the backcourt. Minute 16 opening quarter, still 7-0 Bulldogs. Hoof tried to throw it to Jones at the high post, and it was tied up by Corum, who stepped in the passing lane. The arrow will keep it with East with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Roby gets it into Brown on the right side, and yep, she carried it and traveled. She caught the pass and held it, took a couple of steps, then started dribbling. Her feet went faster than her hands. So Ottumwa gets it back on another turnover. Across the timeline is Corum, left side for Mellon, right back to Corum behind the volleyball line. Trying to dribble in a collision and a blocking foul called on Alexis Brown as both players hit the deck at the volleyball line. That was kind of silly. First foul on Brown, team foul number 6. The next one puts Ottumwa in the bonus. Mellon inbounding in front of the scorer's table, throws it midcourt to Guest. Guest, one dribble, lobbed it, and it was knocked away by Hoof out of bounds. Trying to get it to Schneckloth right wing. Mellon will throw this inbounds pass. Again in front of the scorer's table, gets it midcourt to Guest once again. And double teamed up there, and Schneckloth comes and rescues it. Chloe left side to Mellon, 40 seconds to go. Mellon down to the baseline, fed it underneath the Guest. Tough layup in the lane, couldn't get the roll. Rebound tapped out, Roby has it for East. Up ahead to Brown, Schneckloth trying to slow her down, other end, layup, good, and East finally scores. It's 7-2, 30 seconds to go. Corum across the timeline around Brown, lob it right corner, Schneckloth left open for a 3. Count it! Chloe Schneckloth answers with a 3-pointer, and Ottumwa leads it 10-2. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Hoof across the timeline, top of the key, dribbles right, down to the baseline, spins, lost it on the floor, picked it back up, knocked out of her hands again. Corum has it, 4 seconds, and Ottumwa, will they get a half-court shot off? No. Ottumwa leading 10-2 back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa leading Des Moines East 10-2. Bulldogs with the ball, and Addison Corum in the lane. A turnaround shot, no good, off the rim. A little too strong, rebound to Jones, and here comes Des Moines East. Alexis Brown on the baseline, cut off outside the lane. Pass knocked away, got it back, drives back in. Shot blocked, but a foul, and if that's Josie Lemons, that's her second. So Lemons joining Addison Ransom in the 2-foul club. Those are the only 4 fouls on Ottumwa in the half. Alexis Brown at the line, 5 of 12 from the free throw line on the season. First one here is no good. Brown with the only East point so far. Ottumwa has both Ransom and Lemons on the floor. And they're both playing with 2 fouls. Also, Mellon, Jones, and Schneckloth. Second free throw in and out, no good, and a good rebound by Ransom. Still 10-2 OHS. Mellon into the front court. Tried to lob it to Lemons on the free throw line, overthrew the pass, and it's stolen away. East up ahead. Brown underneath the hoop, cut off, kicks it to Hoof. She's cut off and backs it out. All the way to the wing. Throw it up top for Roby, the freshman. Right side stolen. Zoe Jones with another steal. Zoe behind everybody, all the way down. Layup off the rim, no good. Tried to lay it up with the right hand from the left side. East back the other way. Brown right wing. Picked up her dribble, goes to the post for Jones. Turn around in the lane, no good. Rebound batted out to Jones. Ransom might have blocked that one. Schneckloth across the timeline. Pivots away from a defender down the lane. Feeds a baseline to Ransom. Takes it up off the glass, too strong. And a rebound pulled in by Ashlyn Hudrick. Here come the Scarlets again. Hoof to the left side. Dribble it off her foot. Schneckloth picks up the loose ball, gets it to Mellon before she falls down. Bulldogs don't have numbers, but now a long pass up ahead, too tall for Jones, and out of bounds. Back and forth, but no scoring. And Ottumwa 3 subs here. Corum and Guest are back in, and Kennedy Hugan, the 5'5" junior's in for the first time. East will bring in 5'6" senior Caitlin McFadden to replace Portia Jones. Scarlets walking it back across the timeline, or towards the timeline. Hoof throws it right side, pass deflected. Down on the floor to get it is Brown. And tied up by Corum, another held ball. The arrow favors East this time. 6:21 to go second quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Inbound to Roby up high on the right, pressured by Jones. Threw it to midcourt for Hoof, to the left wing for McFadden, back up top to Hoof. Guarded closely by Zoe Jones. Dribbles to the right, around a pick. Picked up by Corum, down to the baseline. Threw it up awkwardly, no good, and a good rebound by Ann Guest. Her pass knocked away by Hoof, but out of bounds. Right now, East just forcing shots when they even get shots up. Ottumwa playing good defense. Corum to the left side, a handoff to Hugan. Kennedy up top, lob into the lane for Ransom. Tried to feed it underneath the Guest, and it's stolen away by Hoof. Bulldogs have turned it over a lot more than Coach Vandenberg would like. Hoof To the elbow, kick it up top to Roby. Back right wing to Hoof. Lob underneath, knocked away by Ransom, but it deflects out to McFadden. They get it up top to Brown. Drives left side, kick it on the wing to Roby. Roby up top on the dribble, hand off to Hoof. Hoof step back three, no good. Rebound ripped away by Corum. She took it away from Hudrick. Now Corum wants to run into the front court. Up ahead to Guest behind everybody, lay it up, and she's fouled hard, and Guest will shoot two. Guest is running faster than the two defenders, went right between them. A good pass by Corum. And only the foul kept Ann from getting the layup, but she'll shoot two free throws. That was the second foul on Aaliyah Hoof, and team foul number 7 on the Scarlets. Guest at the line, 73%. First free throw here, good. She's got 3 points. 11-2, 5:16 to go second quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa for the ultimate Sonic experience. Second free throw by Guest, and she got them both. Ann has 4 points. 12-2, those are the first 2 points by either team in the second quarter. Tabitha Hockmuth has checked back in for the Scarlets. And East throws it away on the right wing. Alexis Brown tried to lob it to Elena Stemser, who had come in. Wasn't sure if Ottumwa had tipped it or not. They had not, and the pass went out of bounds on the far side. In the front court right wing is Hugan. Up top to Corum. To the elbow for Ransom. Set shot off the glass, no good, and the rebound pulled down by McFadden for East. Got it over to Stemser, and then Stemser traveled, not under pressure in the backcourt. Portia Jones is back in for East, replacing Hudrick. And Zoe Jones will inbound from the far side in the front court, gets it on the wing to Corum. Corum lobs it to Hugan right wing, thought about the three, now it goes down to the baseline on a dribble. Little runner from the baseline, couldn't get it to go. Guest the rebound, fouled on the putback, and Guest will shoot two again. I think Hugan initially wanted to throw a pass to Guest. Both defenders kind of dropped back to double team Ann, so Hugan just got a little runner up. Wasn't a bad shot, couldn't quite get it to go, but then Ann with the rebound. First free throw for Guest this time gets the roll. 13-2. That foul was on Portia Jones, her third. She will sit, as does Stemsrud. Jessica Cole is back in the game and in for the first time. Tanessa Brown, a 5'5" freshman. Second free throw for Guest is good. 4-4 from the line. She has 6 points. Another substitution for East as Aaliyah Hoof comes back in, replacing Hockmuth. Ottumwa 14, East 2, 4:40 to go second quarter. Bulldogs will look to trap at midcourt again. Brown still in the backcourt, pressured by Schneckloff. Got across the timeline. Goes right side for Cole. Hands it right back to Brown, up top to Hoof. Hoof around to pick right side, down to the baseline, under the hoop. And had it stripped, got it back. Lost it on the dribble, lost it trying to get the ricochet, and now Schneckloff has it. Chloe into the front court, left side Hugan. Underneath to Ransom, double teamed on the block, feeds it to Guest in the lane, and Ann traveled. Tough break there. Ann had a little bit of room to maneuver, but kind of got wrong-footed off the pass. 4:08 to go, still Ottumwa 14, East 2, pardon me. Into the front court is Hoof. Knocked away from her midcourt by Schneckloff, got it back. Hoof steps over Schneckloff, dribbles it out of bounds on the left side. Chloe might have gotten kicked in the head a little bit there. She went down on the floor trying to get a loose ball. She's okay. She brings it across the timeline. Bounce it high post for Guest, pivots, jumper, free throw line, good. And Guest heating up, she has 8 points. Ottumwa leading 16-2. Timeout Scarlets, 3:43 second quarter, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. 3:43 to go second quarter in our girls game. Ottumwa 16, Des Moines East 2. Scarlets have the ball. PA announced Ottumwa ball, but East had called a timeout after Ottumwa's last made bucket. It'll be Alexis Brown to bring it across the timeline. Pass deflected into the backcourt. Schneckloth trying to win the race between two defenders and does. Brings it to the left wing. Got it to Ransom. To the right side, and oh, you could hear the slap on the arm by Hoof as she tried to knock the ball away. And that's the third one on Aaliyah Hoof. Team foul number 9, so Ransom to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Hoof will have to sit with that third foul, and Tabitha Hockmuth will check in. Ransom 2 for 2 at the line on the night, 58% coming into the game. A 1-and-1 here. First one up, no good, but Hugan the rebound. The putback, though, came up short, and the rebound this time to Jessica Cole for East. Brown into the front court, to the right wing on a dribble. Guarded closely by Corum, and Brown dribbled it out of bounds. East with another turnover. Schneckloth back the other way for Ottumwa. 3:10 to go second quarter. Ottumwa leading 16-2. Schneckloth right side to the wing. Picked up her dribble. Gets it up top to Guest. Skip it left corner for Corum, but Ransom called for 3 seconds in the lane. Substitution, Josie Lemons back in for Ottumwa, replacing Ann Guest. 3:02 to go until halftime. Guest leading all scorers with 8 points as she sits. Alexis Brown between the circles, tries to drive in. Schneckloth stripped it. Ball is knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Last touched by Ottumwa. Caitlin McFadden returns for East, replacing Brown. And Caitlin Roby will inbound. Goes in the corner for Hudrick, and it was knocked out of bounds by Ransom. Ottumwa getting deflections left, right, and everywhere. 2:50 to go until halftime. Roby again looking to inbound. Lobs it, and it's stolen by Hugan as they try to get it out to Hockmuth. Kennedy into the front court right side. Takes it down against Cole. Put it up high off the glass, no good. Ransom the rebound. The putback, no. Another putback by Addison, no good. And East has this rebound. McFadden gets it. Well, Ottumwa's missed some point-blank shots tonight, or they'd have a bigger lead. Cole with the left side. Hands off to Hudrick, who couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench. .2:28 to go until halftime. Like to see Ottumwa finish this half strong. Schneckloth right wing. Up top to Corum. Into the high post, Ransom. To the left wing, Schneckloth for a three. Count it! Chloe Schneckloth, her second three of the game. She's got 6. 19-2 Bulldogs. Roby across the timeline, left side to Hockmuth. Picked up her dribble, bounce it up top to Jessica Cole. Right side for Roby. To the corner, McFadden. Down to the baseline, Roby. Turnaround set shot by the freshman, no good, and a rebound pulled in by Olivia Corum. Pass across the timeline, right side to Schneckloth. Into the high post for Lemons. Kick it left wing. Hugan a three on the way, partially blocked, I think, and the rebound pulled down by Cole. Hockmuth throws it across the timeline to Hudrick. Up top to Cole, right side to Roby. Roby dribbles towards the corner, hands off to McFadden. Back to the baseline for Roby. Brings it back out. Gets it back on the right wing to McFadden. Up top to Cole. Threw it away. Corum with the steal on the right side. Can she win the race back down court against Cole? Goes up, draws the foul. And Olivia Corum will shoot two with 1:14 to go until halftime. Cole gets her second. Team foul number 10 on the Scarlets. Corum at the line, 6 of 8 on the season. The first one here is off the rim, no good. Two subs for Ottumwa here. Chloe Bradley and Ann Guest come in. East will bring back Elena Stemsrud. East has 6 players on the floor. They've brought in Alexis Brown as well, and now Hockmuth will check out. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. Second free throw by Corum is good. Her first point of the night. Ottumwa leads it 20-2. Inbound comes to Caitlin Roby. She's across the timeline. Threw it into the high post, knocked away by Ottumwa. Stolen again. Corum comes up with a loose ball. Long pass up ahead, just too tall for Schneckloth and out of bounds. If that connects, Chloe would have had an easy layup. East wants to go quickly, back the other way. Brown into the front court. Dribbles top of the key. Dribbled it off her foot. Chases it down in the corner. Dribbled it again. She probably shouldn't have been able to do that, but then her pass out to Roby, knocked out of bounds on the far side by Schneckloth with 54.6 to go until halftime. Roby to inbound. Goes to the corner for Brown. Thought about a three. Got it up top to Roby. Brings it back to the right wing. Around a pick. Picked up her dribble. Throw it up top off the hands of Stemsrud. She rescues it at midcourt. Avoids the over and back. Goes left side to McFadden. Pass deflected by Hugan to midcourt. Tips it up ahead to Schneckloth. Chloe takes it down. Uncontested. Lay it up and in. 8 points for Schneckloth. 22-2. Stemsrud across the timeline. Picked up her dribble at the volleyball line. Gets it over right side to Brown. Brown dribbles to the wing, around a pick, down to the baseline. Picked up her dribble, goes underneath for Hudrick. Turnaround in the lane, no good. Rebound on the floor, all the way back out to Roby. To the corner, Brown. A three on the way, off the rim, no. Brown trying to save it from going out of bounds, but she stepped on the baseline. And Ottumwa gets it back, 4.7 seconds to go. Can they get one more bucket? Wanted to roll it in, but pressure from Brown. Schneckloth back to Corum, up ahead to Hugan. Got the three away at the buzzer, no good. But at the half, Ottumwa leading Des Moines East 22-2. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors and More in Ottumwa.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions, from the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member, you're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High Basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream, and it's been a pretty much cruise control first half for your Ottumwa girls team. They lead here on the road at Des Moines East 22-2. Let's recap the scoring. For the second straight night, the Bulldogs are being led by Chloe Schneckloth and Ann Guest. Both seniors have 8 points apiece. Chloe's hit a couple of threes. Ann is 4-4 from the free throw line and has a couple of buckets as well. 3 points so far tonight for Zoe Jones, 2 for Addison Ransom, and 1 for Olivia Coram. For East, well, Alexis Brown had a layup in the first quarter, and that is it for the Scarlets. Free throws, Ottumwa pretty good from the line, 8 of 13. East is 0 of 2 from the line. And in terms of foul trouble, Ottumwa only called for 4 fouls in that first half, but 2 of them were on Addison Ransom and 2 were on Josie Lemons. East, though, has it worse. Starting post player Portia Jones has 3 fouls. Their leading scorer on the season, Aaliyah Hoof, has 3 fouls. Neither player has scored. Freshman Jessica Cole off the bench has 2 fouls. So a lot more foul trouble for Des Moines East. Based on what we knew about East coming in, they'd lost 2 games. They'd lost to a Lincoln team. Ottumwa dominated. We knew that the Bulldogs were probably heavily favored tonight. That's how it's played out. We knew that East had been committing a lot of turnovers. That has held the form. They've had a lot of unforced errors, but Ottumwa has also applied the pressure somewhat. And I actually think that in that second quarter, Coach Vandenberg recognized that he didn't really have to apply a lot of pressure to get East to commit turnovers, and he kind of backed off that a little bit. I don't think he wants to embarrass them. I think what Ottumwa would like to do is be more efficient on offense. The Bulldogs have missed some shots from in close. Obviously, they missed 5 free throws. 8 of 13 is not bad, but it's not great. And Ottumwa's had its share of turnovers in this game as well. East has done a fairly good job of getting in passing lanes and putting some pressure on Ottumwa's guards. So in the second half, the Bulldogs, they'd like to take better care of the basketball. And up by 20 points, you get the running clock when you go up 35. So I think Ottumwa would like to increase that lead to 35 as quickly as they can, get the running clock going and get this game over with as quickly as they can. Right now they lead it at the half by a score of 22-2. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop in and see the new improvements. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. And by Ottumwa Regional Health Center. Your health and safety is their #1 priority. All right, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and get you ready for the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Ottumwa High girls on the road here leading Des Moines East 22-2. You know, this year is the 10th anniversary of when Des Moines East won the Class 5A Girls State Basketball Championship. There's a picture of that team on the wall as I look to my left here, posing with their trophy at Wells Fargo Arena. And unfortunately for East, they must feel light years away from that right now. 0-2 and only 2 points in the first half against an Ottumwa team that for the most of this past decade they dominated, except for the couple of years when Kevin Patterson had Metro Conference winning teams. Bulldog ball to begin the second half. Zoe Jones in midcourt looking to get it in. Throws it to Ann Guest up top. Guest will get it up high on the right side to Schneckloff, and the Bulldogs will set up their offense. Both teams with their starting five back on the floor. Ball goes left side for Jones. Jones up top for Ransom. Ransom will try a three. In and out, no good, and the rebound to Alexis Brown. East wants to run. Brown pulls up. Free throw line jumper way too high off the backboard, and Zoe Jones tried to tip the rebound. Brown got it back at the free throw line. Right side to Hudrick. Elbow jumper no good, and the long rebound run down this time by Ransom. Schneckloff now through the midcourt circle, right through that big red E on midcourt for East. Left wing to Ransom, or pardon me, to Corum. Back up top to Schneckloff. Got a good look at a three, a little too strong, and a long rebound to Roby. Up ahead to Brown, one-on-one with Schneckloff. Takes it in right side, off the glass too strong. Roby the rebound. Shot blocked, but a foul on Ottumwa. And they will get Olivia Corum for her first of the half on either team. Caitlin Roby at the free throw line. She's only tried one free throw on the young season for East and has not made it. Freshman's first one here is good. And East actually gets the first point of the second half, 22-3. One more free throw for Caitlin Roby. Got them both. Pretty good stroke from the freshman there. 22-4. Olivia Corum through the midcourt circle this time for Ottumwa. Goes left corner for Jones. Zoe a quick three on the way. No good. Rebound weak side of Leah Hoof. East can run again. They got about a 3-on-1 here. Hoof into the lane and a foul on Ann Guest. Ann picks up her first. Team foul number 2 on Ottumwa. And I'm going to guess Coach Vandenberg is too pleased about the energy level of his team with 1:07 gone in the third quarter. Hoof's free throw good. Her first point came into the game 53%. East already has more points in this second half than they did the whole first half. It's 22-5. Second free throw good. 22-6. Corum will again bring it across the timeline. Or left side for Schneckloff. To the high post for Guest. And dribbles across the lane. Fed it underneath to Ransom, who laid it up and in. Good post-to-post passing there. Ransom has 4 points, 24-6 Bulldogs. Hoof into the front court at the volleyball line, going left to right. All the way to the wing, all the way to the baseline. Pull-up jumper blocked out of bounds by Ransom. Addison Ransom with a clear rejection. Caitlin McFadden back in for the Scarlets, replacing Jones. Alexis Brown to inbound. Lobs it up top over the head of Hoof. It's into the backcourt. She didn't have possession. Oh no, they do call over and back. She tipped the pass, but she didn't possess it. And I didn't think that was an over and back call. I think the rest might have gotten that one wrong there, but Ottumwa gets the ball. Jones down low to Guest. Tried to kick it out to Corum, and it's stolen by Brown. Corum trying to chase her down. Layup, no, but a foul on Corum. Second foul on Olivia Corum. And the Bulldogs have been hurt in this third quarter by East getting out in transition. Third trip to the line for East in this quarter, all of them coming off transition opportunities. Brown's free throw here is too strong. She's now 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Josie Lemons checks back in for Ann Guest. Second free throw for Brown this trip is an air ball. So we stay at 24-6. Bulldogs get it back, 6:13 to go third quarter. And it will be Olivia Corum to bring it across the timeline. Throws it left side for Schneckloff. Down to the block, Ransom. Tough catch in the lane, goes up, had it blocked. Lost it. Players fighting for it. It's out of bounds. It stays with Ottumwa. Portia Jones and Tabitha Hockmuth back in for East, replacing Ashlyn Hudrick and Alexis Brown. Schneckloff to inbound. Lob it up top. Tough catch by Corum. Throws it right corner for Jones. Zoe baseline drive. Kick it left corner, Schneckloff. She drives in. Little runner from outside the lane. Too strong. Rebound tapped out, and Josie Lemons has it at the free throw line. And throws it back towards midcourt for Schneckloff. Chloe to the right side. Now launches a three and hit it with two defenders around her. Nobody got a hand in her face, and Schneckloff hit her third three of the game. She's got 11, 27-6 Dogs. McFadden in the corner, up top to Hoof. Right side for Roby. Roby a baseline drive, pull-up runner from outside the lane, good from the baseline. Caitlin Roby with only the second field goal of the game for East, and it's 27-8. Corum right side, lob it too tall for Jones and out of bounds. Isabel Mellon in for Ottumwa, Alexis Brown back in for East. 5:15 to go third quarter. Someone not pulling away from East like we kind of hoped they would. Brown with it, nearly traveled, kick it right wing. Hoof into a three and hit it. Only the second three-pointer hit all season by Des Moines East. And Hoof's first three of the season. She has 5 points, 27-11. Scarlets had 9 points in the quarter after having 2 in the half. Schneckloff to the high post for Lemons. Lemons attacking the hoop left side, and a foul on the floor called on East. Let's see who it's on. Caitlin Roby called for her first foul of the second half on the Scarlets. Corum to inbound from the baseline, goes right side for Schneckloff. Lob it left wing for Corum. Try to go down to the block to Lemons, and it was knocked out of bounds by Brown into the Ottumwa bench. Ashlyn Hudrick back in for East, replacing McFadden. Inbound to Schneckloff, left wing, left open for a three, off the rim, no good, and a long rebound out to Roby, allowing East to run. To the right side, Brown. Pull-up jumper, too strong, but the rebound out to Jones at the elbow, up top to Hoof, a three on the way, left it short, rebound on the floor, Roby runs it down. East is getting to all the loose balls right now. Hoof in the lane, and she's fouled. Ottumwa was just a step slow and reaching a lot. Josie Lemons just got her third foul. And Ottumwa wants a timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the Ottumwa timeout, Aaliyah Hoof at the line makes the first one here. Hoof has 6 points all here in the third quarter. Ottumwa seen its lead cut down to 27-12. Second free throw also good, 27-13. Bulldogs were up 20 at the half. It's now a 14-point game. Schneckloff across the timeline. To the high post, Lemons. Left wing, Corum. Three on the way, off the rim, no. Lemons the rebound, though. Kick it to Guest, who drives down the lane, put it up, and she'll shoot two as she draws the foul. And that is the fourth foul on Aaliyah Hoof, and that is big, as Hoof was spearheading the East charge here in this third quarter, but now she'll have to sit. Guest at the line, 4 for 4 in the game so far. 4:03 to go third quarter. First free throw by the senior, a little too strong. Elena Stemsrud checks in for Hoof. One more free throw here for Ann Guest. It's up and got the roll that time. 9 points in the game for Guest. Bulldogs lead by 15. It's 28-13. Alexis Brown in the backcourt. Ottumwa's going to set up that trap again. Pass deflected. It goes left wing to Roby. Roby brings it back up top. Picked up her dribble. Tried to throw it to Jones. Knocked loose. And it's picked up top of the key by Olivia Corum. So the Dogs force a turnover. Into the front court right baseline is Schneckloff. Out on the wing to Corum. Skip it left side to Mellon. Mellon crosses over. Drives down left baseline. Cut off. Skip it right wing Schneckloff. Into the corner Corum. A three on the way. Count it. Olivia Corum with a three-pointer. Bulldogs will take that momentum shift. They lead at 31-13. Across the timeline, or about to cross the timeline, is Brown. Met with a double team. Pass deflected by Schneckloff. She's got the steal. Trying to secure it. And kind of undercutting her with Stemsrud. And, yep, that's a foul on East. Stemsrud kept diving for that ball and took Schneckloff's legs out. Easy for me to say. Third team foul on East. 31-13, 3:13 to go, third quarter. Schneckloff surveys, now brings it across the timeline off the inbound. Hands it to Corum. East with two defenders up high. Ball goes left side for Schneckloff. She'll take the three. Count it. Boy, the two defenders just stayed up top with Corum. Schneckloth left all alone left wing. She said, all right. She's hit 4 threes in the game, 34-13 Dogs. The lead back up to 21. Brown, a runner from outside the lane, no good. Guest with a good box out and a rebound. Corum long pass up ahead. Schneckloth behind the defense, caught it too far under the hoop. Kicked it out to Guest. Left wing to Mellon. Right wing to Corum. Left alone, goes in the corner. Schneckloth instead, another three, a little too strong. And the rebound to Brown. Wants to run, it's a 2-on-1. And fouled from behind by Mellon as she tried to lay it up. Isabel Mellon with her first. Team foul number 4 on Ottumwa already. Or make it 5. Alexis Brown at the line, 0 for 4 on the night. First one here, too strong. Addison Ransom and Kennedy Hugan back in for Ottumwa. Bulldog basketball brought to you by River Hills Community Health Center. Locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for more updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Second free throw by Brown is good. Ottumwa leading 34-14. The lead back to 20. Mellon left wing, a 3 on the way. Off the rim, no. Hugan the rebound, the putback too tall. Ransom tips the rebound out to Mellon on the other side. Up top to Guest. Down to the baseline, Hugan. Floater too short. Rebound tipped out to Roby, who hands it to Brown. And Ottumwa missing shots from close in. Brown around a pick, driving right side all the way to the hole. Fouled again. Ransom was trying to let her go, but Addison got called for her 3rd foul. Team foul number 6 on Ottumwa. Brown back at the line, where she's 1 for 6 on the night. First one here is good, so she has hit her last 2. Tabitha Hockmuth is back in for East. 34-15, minute 53 to go, 3rd quarter. And Chloe Schneckloth back in for Ottumwa. One more free throw for Brown. Got them both, so she missed her first 5 and she's hit her last 3, 34-16. Schneckloth into the front court. Right wing for Mellon, left open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Weak side rebound to Hugan. Tried to feed it to Ransom in the lane, bounce back out to Hugan, up top to Schneckloth. Bulldogs reset. Picked up her dribble, goes left side for Hugan, down to the block for Ransom. Trying to back down on Jones, double team comes, feed to the corner Mellon, to the wing Schneckloth, 3 on the way, fouled, count it, and a chance for a 4-point play for Chloe Schneckloth. Schneckloth has 5 3-pointers in the game. $17 points. And the free throw, no good, but the rebound to Ransom, down to her knees, got it to Guest, and Guest was fouled going back up, and Guest will shoot 2. Foul on Hudrick, her 2nd. Guest at the line, 5 for 6 on the night. First one, too strong off the back iron. An original foul on Schneckloth was committed by Brown. Second free throw for Guest, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of East, and Ottumwa will keep it. Ottumwa's missed 3 free throws in a row here after the made 3-pointer, but they keep possession. Minute 21, leading 37-16. Inbound left wing to Isabel Mellon, a 3 on the way for her. Count it! First bucket of the game for Isabel Mellon is a 3, and it's 40-16. Brown across the timeline, left wing to Hockmuth, throws up a 3, air ball, weak side rebound run down by Portia Jones, out to Roby right side, baseline drive cut off, out to Brown. Brown into the lane, kick it to the free throw line for Hudrick. Try to go underneath to Jones, stolen away by Ransom, who comes out of the pack with it takes it down, lay it up, too strong, rebound weak side, tipped out of bounds by East. Ottumwa will keep it with 50.5 seconds to go. Ransom might have been fouled on that shot, but no call. Inbound left side to Schneckloff. Fake the pass, now tries a three. Counted again. Schneckloff is on fire. 4 threes in the quarter, 6 in the game, 20 points for Chloe. 43-16. Right side Brown for East. Drives down baseline, nearly traveled, cut off. Pivoting, double team, tied up by Mellon, ripped it away. And a timeout East. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I'm Mark Frymoyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Going East out of the timeout, their third of the game. They have 2 remaining. Inbounding, lob it, and Portia Jones, a tough catch, goes right wing to Roby. Roby baseline drive, threw it up kind of wildly, no good. Rebound to Schneckloff. Bulldogs with 20 seconds left in the quarter, leading 43-16. Left side to Mellon. Mellon dribbles in, kicks it out of the wing to Hugan. Kennedy up top, goes right corner. Schneckloff could have taken the 3. Still 10 seconds to go. Brings it back to the right wing, thought about the shot, got it to Guest, and down the lane, had it knocked loose. 2 seconds, Ransom in the corner, got to shoot it, doesn't know it, time expires. 43-16, 1 minute, and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports
Network. Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa 43, Des Moines East 16. East with the ball, but Olivia Corum with a steal on the far side, and back come the Bulldogs. Schneckloff in the front court, left corner Mellon, a transition 3, too strong. Weak side rebound to Corum. Kick it up top, thrown away. Brown intercepts it. One-on-one down with Schneckloff. Lay it up. No good, and Schneckloff with the rebound rips it away. Dogs back the other way. Chloe into the front court, down the right side of the lane. Picked up her dribble. Skip it left side for Mellon. Mellon looking underneath. A reach in, not called there. Brings it up top. Goes left side of the lane. Now Josie Lemons down the lane to the right. Lay it up and in. Josie Lemons with a nice move. Her first bucket, 45-16 Dogs. Pass underneath to Jones for East, and turnaround off the glass, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds. Last touch by Portia Jones, and Ottumwa gets it back. Well, it was a pretty wild third quarter. We were 22-2 at the half, and then Ottumwa outscored East in the third quarter 21-14 as East got their offense going early and Ottumwa got its offense going late. Schneckloff left corner for Corum. She'll try a 3. Count it! Olivia Corum hits her second 3 of the game. The Bulldogs reign in 3s in the second half. That's 7 of them now. And Ottumwa leading 48-16. 32-point lead. 3 more points and you get to that running clock. Aaliyah Hoof to the right side, got around a defender all the way down underneath the hoop and fouled when she tried to shoot it up. She'll shoot 2. Bulldogs just were too late with the help there. And Josie Lemons gets her 4th foul. Team foul number 7 on the Bulldogs. Hoof at the line 4 for 4 tonight. Has 7 points. Playing with 4 fouls. First free throw did not get the roll. Front iron, back iron 3 times and off. 2 subs for East. Kate Stemsrud, a 5'7" freshman. I presume the younger sister of Elena Stemsrud. Also, we'll check that second sub in a moment. Second free throw good for Hoof. 48-17. Caitlin Saturna, a 5'8" junior. And Ottumwa quickly, another 3 from Coram, knocks it down. They're shooting threes faster than I can keep up. 51-17. 34-point lead. Lob into the lane and through the hands of Jones, but a foul called on Ottumwa. That's on Lemons. She just fouled out. And Lemons can't believe it, but her night is done. Fouling out at the 6:07 mark. Team foul number 8 on OHS. So Lemons will end her night with 2 points. Kennedy Hugan has checked back in, so has Addison Ransom. Jones, front end of the 1-on-1, no good. Ottumwa box out on the rebound. Nobody went for the rebound. East got it. Then Coram was able to tie up Saturna, but the arrow favors East. Hoof to throw the inbounds pass. Trying to get it underneath. It's not there. Now got it to Saturna, but it went back out of bounds. And East, turns it back over. 6:02 to go, 51-17. So if Ottumwa scores here, the running clock will go into effect. Ball goes right side to Mellon. Left open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor. Ransom fighting for it. And Jones came up with it, tried to throw it to Saturna. It tipped off her hands and out of bounds, and she didn't seem like she was going after that with a whole lot of effort. So Ottumwa will inbound it again. 5:48 to go. A lob up top for Hugan. She'll try the 3. Off the glass, no good. Long rebound out to Brown. She'll look to run. Bulldogs hustling back. Brown slows it down a moment. Goes into the corner for Hoof. 3 on the way. Air ball. And Hugan saves the rebound. And the loose ball rescued by Ransom. And here come the Dogs again. Coram, long pass into the front court. Hugan underneath to Chloe Bradley. Tried to throw back out to Hugan. It deflected off of Brown, then off of Hugan and out of bounds on the far side. Jessica Cole back in for East. Still 51-17. The Bulldogs on the verge of getting that running clock going, but have missed a couple of opportunities. Hoof in the midcourt circle. Double team comes. Takes it right side. Tried to split defenders and a reach-in foul called on Ottumwa. Chloe Bradley gets her first. Team foul number 9. One more 1-and-1 for East with 5:10 to go. Leah Hoof, 53% on the season, and the first one no good. Rebound to Bradley. Bulldogs another chance with 5 minutes to go to make it a running clock the rest of the way. Mellon down the lane, cut off, managed to get it out to Bradley, left wing to Hugan. Shot fake, dribbles it back up top. Throw it right side for Coram, open for a 3. In and out, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Kate Stemsrud, the freshman for East. Brown into the front court, dribbles left, lost it, got it back, hands it to Hoof. Well, those are the only 2 that touch the ball on offense for them anymore. Brown dribbled it off her foot, got it back, takes it over to the left side. Now back to the right side, a whistle, and a 3-second call called against East. And we got a timeout here. So we'll take 30 seconds in return. Timeout Ottumwa leading 51-17 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bulldog basketball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, fireplaces, and more at Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. 4:29 to go. Ottumwa 51, Des Moines East 17. We've been at this score for a couple of minutes of game time now. Lob into the lane for Ottumwa, down the lane, and the shot no good. Rebound fought for and picked up by Aaliyah Huff. Gracie Webker into the game, had that shot but couldn't get it to go, and now the ball stolen away at the other end by Chloe Bradley, and the East player is down, and I think that's Aaliyah Huff, and she's holding her right knee. Maybe, well, it's her right leg somewhere, and the trainer instantly out to check on her, and both teams head to their benches. Injury timeout here. Let's take 30 seconds and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. 4:09 to go. The Bulldog girls lead Des Moines East 51-17, but the concern right now is for East leading scorer Aaliyah Huff, who has just been helped to her feet and off the floor, not able to put any weight on her right leg. And the trainer's taking her to the back area of the bench down below me to take a look at her. Hopefully she'll be okay. Huff is a junior, averaging 11 points a game coming in, and leads East with 8 points tonight, but it looks like her night is done. Ottumwa in the front court. Hugan right wing, down to the block for Webker, put it up, and no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They say last touch by Ottumwa. I don't get that. There were 4 East hands on the ball there, but it's okay. 3:57 to go, still 51-17. Bulldogs have one starter in there, Olivia Coram, but also Kennedy Hugan, Gracie Webker, Sarah Hunger, and Chloe Bradley. All goes right side for Stemsrud, to the right wing for the elder Stemsrud, Elena. Now left wing 3 on the way, no good, out of the hands, I believe, of Hockmuth, and out of bounds off of East. So both teams with bench players in there to finish this one out. Coram left side for Bradley. Try to go into the high post for Webker, knocked away, and East has another steal. Up ahead, Elena Stemsrud, right side, trying to drive on Bradley. Good defense by Chloe to cut her off. Kick out on the wing to Hockmuth. Dribbles it back towards the top of the key, around a pick. Now towards the left side, around another pick. Picked up her dribble, and she traveled. And it's a 34-point game, and it's been a 34-point game for about 3 minutes. We've been stuck on 51-17. If Ottumwa could get one more bucket here, one more point even, we'd have a running clock the rest of the way. Coram gets it left side to Bradley. Chloe right side to Hugan. Hugan down to the baseline, little runner, in and out, no good. Rebound to Hockmuth, and then stumbling was Webker, and ran into Hawkmuth, and that's a foul. So Gracie Webker gets her first. It's team foul number 10, so East will shoot 2 here at the other end. Hawkmuth to the line, 0 for 1 on this young season for East. And Scarlets only playing their 3rd game, Bulldogs already playing their 9th. 2:57 to go. 2 shots here for the freshman. First one is up and no good. Bulldog basketball is brought to you by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Second free throw gets the roll for Hawkmuth. Her first point of the season, 51-18. It's a 33-point game, but still a bucket here would get us to 35. Although we're getting close to where the time doesn't matter. Into the pass to the elbow for Sarah Hunger, whose jumper comes up short, and it's out of bounds, last touched by East. Corum will inbound. They stack at the right elbow. Got it underneath the Hunger, lay it up, no, but a foul on East with 2:46 to go. That foul is on Jessica Cole, her 3rd, team foul number 6. Hunger at the line for the first time in a varsity uniform. Free throw, a little short. Hunger scored the first points of her career against Des Moines Lincoln on Friday. One more free throw for the 6-foot sophomore. Puts it up, and a little too strong. Webker the rebound though. The putback short, and the rebound underneath to East. Still 51-18. Across the timeline, Hugan nearly with the steal. It goes out of bounds at midcourt on the far side. Bit of a lazy pass. Kennedy jumped the passing lane but could not come up with the ball. Inbound to midcourt. Hawkmuth stepped on midcourt as she caught it, but she can do that. Now Hugan just strips her of the ball. Kennedy takes it down, lay it up and good. Hugan with the bucket makes it 53-18 there. Finally is a 35-point margin, and we'll have a running clock for the final 2:17. Hawkmuth trying to use a hand to ward off Corum there, and she traveled with it. And now the clock does continue to run. Wish we'd done that about 4 minutes ago, but okay. Hugan into the front court, left side for Chloe Bradley. 3 on the way, online, but just a little too strong, and the rebound underneath to Elena Stemsrud. Cole gets it up ahead through the hands of McFadden, but it is rescued by Kate Stemsrud, but then she traveled with it on the right wing. Clock continues to roll. Bulldogs a minute 36 and counting away from their 3rd win in a row. Hugan across the timeline, down the center of the lane, little runner, little too strong. Weak side rebound though to Corum. Kicks it out to Hugan. Left wing to Bradley. She'll get another look at that 3. A little too strong, and another rebound to Elena Stemsrud. Those last 2 threes by Bradley, as East travels with it again in the backfield, or in the backcourt. It's been a long game, folks. Those last 2 threes by Chloe Bradley, they've both been right on line. From where I'm sitting, I can see it. They're on line, but just not quite the right velocity. Now a pass inside to Sarah Hunger. Her turnaround off the glass is no good. Rebound to East into the front court. Hawkmuth the quick 3, no good. Rebound on the floor, rolling out. East dives for it. Still trying to corral it. Now Corum diving in there. We get a held ball, and the arrow will favor Ottumwa as we roll down to 40 seconds to go and counting. 53-18. Hugan back across the timeline. Could be the final possession for Ottumwa tonight. Left wing to Bradley, down underneath the Webker. Kicks it back out to Bradley. She'll try another 3. Come on. In and out, no good. That was halfway down. Rebound fought for on the floor. Another held ball, and this time it'll go to East. Boy, 3 looks from that left wing for Chloe Bradley. They've all been online. That last one, I thought it was going to go. East back the other way, under 10 seconds to go. Hawkmuth a long 3, volleyball line. Boy, that was in and out. Rebound to Webker. She'll dribble it towards half court, and time expires. Final score, Ottumwa 53 and Des Moines East 18. We will take 3 minutes, come back and get you the happy totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors and More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors and More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors and More in Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney. We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ in the live video stream. Bulldogs at Des Moines East. The girls' game in the books. Ottumwa wins it by a final of 53-18. Kind of a strange game. Ottumwa outscored East 10-2 in the first quarter, 12-0 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Ottumwa outscored East 21-14 as the Scarlets came alive. But the final quarter went back to what we knew, Ottumwa winning that quarter 10-2. Scoring in the game, career night for Chloe Schneckloth, hit 6 3-pointers, 20 points for the senior. Olivia Corum hit 3 3-pointers in the second half. She ended up with 10 points. Ann Guest had 9 points tonight. 4 for Addison Ransom, 3 for Isabel Mellon, 3 for Zoe Jones, 2 points for Kennedy Hugan, and 2 points for Josie Lemons. For Des Moines East, Aaliyah Hoof led them with 8 points, but she left with an apparent leg injury in the fourth quarter. Hopefully she'll be okay. She's still sitting down there behind the bench area, and I think her family's come down to talk to her. Again, we certainly hope that Aaliyah Hoof will be okay. She had 8 points tonight. 5 points for Alexis Brown, 4 for Caitlin Roby, and a single point for Tabitha Hockmuth. Free throws in the game. Ottumwa pretty good in the first half, 8 of 13, only 1 of 6 in the second half, so 9 of 19 for the game. That's something they'll want to work on. East went 11 of 20 from the line, 11 of 18 in the second half. As Ottumwa improves to 3-6 on the season, they're 2-1 in the Metro. East drops to 0-3. And 0-3 in Metro Conference play. So the Bulldog girls will now have three days to get ready for the toughest Metro test of the season, we believe, Des Moines Roosevelt. That'll be on the road on Friday. And the Bulldog boys right now on the court getting ready for their matchup against the Scarlets of East. I don't know if we'll get to talk to Bulldog girls head coach Joe Vandenberg about the win. If he comes up, we'll chat with him. If not, we'll just get you ready for the boys game. 3 minutes, and on the other side, we'll come back with more of our Between Game show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated,